hello. Happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. It is hump day.
Hey, Mike. Hey, Mike.
I am Christy with Christy's Craft Room.
I'm not.
That is Tim. He does lots of stuff around here. He's not. No, wait, show that was too fast. People might have missed it. I'm not. He is, he does a whole lot around here. So come on in, say hello, let us know once you get here. We are going to do a fun craft today, an everyday craft, a farmhouse craft. So if you're into farmhouse, stick around. And I'm going to gift one of these sets that I'm using. This one right here is going to be gifted to somebody who's hanging out watching with us today, okay? Hello, Miss Jennifer. How are you? Hey, Miss Paula. Hi, Cole. Hey, Joanne. How are you today, Miss Teresa? Hey, Judy. So we're going to craft, guys.
Hey, Felicia.
Hey.
I don't know if there was a Felicia there.
We usually have a Felicia here, though. Hello, Miss Darlene. Hello, Miss Jane. Hey, Dawn Booble. How are you? Miss Penny Britton. Hey. All right, guys. I've got one of our sets from our shop here that we're going to use today. This is our farmhouse tiered tray. I'm going to do this today, and then I got something really cool. One of our new releases on Friday I'm going to do that I think they kind of will work together a little bit. So make sure if you're here today, make sure you come back on Friday too, okay? I don't know what time it'll be yet. Hey, Miss Lori. Hello, Kimberly. Hey, Misty. How are you? So I have the set.
I'm way behind here.
I have some paint, some antique wax, a paint pen, but you can just use a paintbrush and some white paint, and some ribbon. I'm going to grab some twine and some beads, and that's all I'm using. And then I'll glue it all together, okay?
Thank you, Chris, for the start.
Ooh, Jennifer says she was looking at this kit in the shop. So now you get to see what I make of it, and that might help you decide if that's the one you want or not. Hey, Miss Emile, how are you? Miss Debbie. I don't know why I called you Miss Emile. I always call you Miss Debbie. Hello, Miss Debbie Emile. How are you?
Thank you, Patricia, for the stars.
Oh, my goodness. Thank you, Miss Patricia. You got the text. Linda got the text. Awesome. So, and I'm going to experiment with I'm going to play with my new...
Free.
Y'all, the stress... There's still a little bit of, like, things to figure out, but the stress...
Thank you, Jennifer, for those stars.
For the most part, has melted away. Whoa, Jennifer, girl. Thank you, girl. That deserves a dance. I could pull out some of my dance moves from last night.
Don't do that while I'm drinking. because my beverage would end up... coating everything in front of me.
Y'all, I gotta tell you, I learned some new moves last night.
Y'all, I should have videoed it because it was stinking hilarious.
I learned some new moves.
It was absolutely hilarious watching these two.
I'm gonna grab my beads now,
because
if I don't grab my beads now, I'll forget to paint them while I'm doing all this. So I'm gonna grab my beads. These, I think, are 14 millimeter beads.
You should, write that on the bottom.
I know, right? I should. I believe these are either 14 or 16. But it's personal preference. You want big chunky beads, you want little skinny beads, that's up to you.
Chunky.
That's way more beads than I'll need. Way more than I'll need. And then I'm going to grab some twine. All right. So, we're going to start painting. I'm going to tell y'all, last night... I've been trying to be healthier, okay? I'm trying to be healthy. It's after Christmas, from like October to January 1st.
From November to October.
You just don't care. You just don't care anymore. And you just, let it all go. We live in a cold weather state, so we don't get much outside time. 14 millimeters. These are 14 millimeter beads. We don't get a lot of outside time, so you just let it all go. Well, now it's time to get my butt in gear and to lose a little bit of my winter weight. So this is the set. You get your little tobacco basket, your little wreath. It comes with a little stand that you can, a little stand that it sits on. And then you've got your little round sign. It says Love Grows Here. I don't know how well y'all can see that. Love Grows Here. It also has a little stand to sit on. Then you get your farmhouse sign. It's the little shiplap with the metal farmhouse word. And then it's got the little frame piece. and then your little blessed tag for a farmhouse garland. So we're gonna paint this up today. And then Friday, I'm going to do something else with it that y'all, I think you're gonna like, okay? So let's start with some antique wax. Start with some, thank you, Miss Paula. Thank you. Okay, I'm gonna grab a baby wipe. I'm gonna use that to stain some of these pieces. Aw, thank you, Miss Dawn. Thank you, Ann, for sprinkling. If you sprinkle this video, you are in the running for this set here. This is just like the set I'm starting with.
Hold on here, stupid thing.
Went to Smart Shopping today. A touch healthier choices. What is that? Smart Shopping. Ooh, I'll have to look into that.
No,
Did I read that wrong?
no, I'm doing smart shopping.
You mean shopping,
Smart.
being smart when you're shopping and not buying the junk? That would be smart. But I'm
Thank
usually
you, Denise, for the
hungry
stars.
when I go shopping and I want all the junk, okay?
Thank you, Penny, for the stars.
All right, I'm using a baby wipe and some antique wax, whatever brand you got, and Waverly, Folk Art. I like them both equally. I've used them both. They are actually made by the same
Yes, Maria,
manufacturer.
this kit is in the shop today.
Yep.
Oh, let me get a
It is in the shop.
let me grab
Got the
that
link?
link.
Yes, and for those of you that missed it yesterday, our website is back up and working. If you haven't checked it out yet, make sure you check it out. We made some slight changes to it just to make it a little more user-friendly for y'all.
Yes.
All right, so we got our little tobacco basket all stained up. And then I'm going to do the frame for the farmhouse. We're gonna do that.
Thank you, Penny, for the stars. Yeah, I just posted the link,
Thank you, Tim. Thank you, Tim.
and I pinned it on.
In the comments.
On Facebook, and I shared it over on YouTube.
Awesome. So I'm trying to be healthier, y'all. So we've been doing some like workout videos at home. We have a gym membership. We're not using it. And whatever. We should use it.
Hold on, it gets better than that. The gym is right next door.
Yeah, it's literally on the other side of this wall. Okay, the gym is
Watch
very
that finger.
close.
We can hear their phone ring.
There's no excuse. There's no excuse. I think I'm gonna do the background of
Thank you,
this
Kathy,
one
for the
too.
stars.
We're gonna do this one too because I want a little bit of a darker base because I'm gonna go lighter with the colors.
Oh wait, I gotta do that.
Going on
I
it.
forgot to do that.
So we've been trying to get healthy. We've been trying to like do some videos, and Elaine and I, not Tim. Tim won't do them with us. Trust me, we've tried. And we've been hearing about, actually I think somebody here said something about it. Maybe it was here, the fitness marshal, y'all. Okay? They're like, oh, you should do that. Elena would like that. It's more fun. And I'm like, okay. So last night we were looking at different options, and we did one last week. It was like a TikTok one, and it was all the different TikTok dances. And I'm telling ya, there were moves that probably
Like Jagger.
They were. I don't.
They had moves
I don't
like
even
Jagger.
know if Jagger would have done these.
This Dee Dee, this one's been in the shop for a little bit.
Yeah, this is not a new release. It's a new-ish release. It's been in the shop for probably a month or so.
But then again, you haven't been able to see it for the last 2 weeks.
Yes, the shop's been down, so you might have forgotten about it. So this is our farmhouse tier tray set. Okay. Oh wait, I want to do my my little.
I'm watching it, but I have it on
Faces.
mute because I'm at work. This is even more entertaining.
You're guessing what we're saying. Guessing what we're saying. So we did the fitness marshal, y'all, and oh my. Talk about hard to keep up with. Like, they don't give you a whole lot of instruction. There's just a lot of booty shaking. A lot of
Everything shaking.
It was like a New Year's themed one, and he was talking about Becky dancing, telling Becky to like grab your pole, Becky, and
Wait a minute. What?
and there was like, I don't know, there was dance moves.
Michelle says, "Oh girl, I need to get healthy as I'm frying eggs."
Girl, eat those eggs. Hey, at least it's eggs. It could be worse. It could be worse, right? It always could be worse. You could be eating chocolate cake right now, right? Eggs have protein, right?
Oh, Susie McIntosh says, "Hey Tim and Christy, I was in Dollar Tree in Dover, Florida. There were two ladies talking about Christy said we needed this and this. I asked Christy's craft room, and they said yes. Do you watch her? I said, why? Of course. Love y'all.
Oh my gosh, that's
awesome.
Amazing! How
That's a movie.
fun! How fun is that? I love stories like that.
Yeah,
that's
I see you, Billy.
That's fun. That's really fun. So yeah, I learned some new dance moves, and but they did the chicken wing.
Oh my God, you guys! Thank
They
you.
did the
Leslie,
chicken
for the
wing,
stars.
and I got so excited. I'm like, the chicken wing, because he's like, next coming up, we're gonna do the chicken wing. I'm like, the chicken wing, the chicken wing, the chicken wing, the chicken wing. They don't do it the same way. They do it the chicken wing, the chicken wing. That's what they do. I like ours better. The chicken wing. So I just did my version, but I was pretty excited. So I'm like, I was like, maybe I need to let him know that there's already a chicken wing dance, and he's doing it wrong. He's doing it wrong. Someone's got to tell the fitness marshal, you're doing the chicken wing dance wrong.
Jerry.
I should have trademarked it back when I
Jerry said there's eggs and cake.
discovered it.
So
There's
cake
eggs.
is,
Eggs
there's
and
eggs
cake.
and cake, so cake is healthy.
Cake has protein. There's eggs in it. I like it. I like your way of thinking. That's the problem, though. That's the problem.
It's all Marie Antoinette's fault.
That's the way I've been thinking for the last several months, okay?
It's all Marie Antoinette's fault. She's the one that said to let them eat cake.
But I will say, it was a little, maybe, I don't know, rated R, but it definitely was, it was pretty close to rated R. Some of it.
It was PG-18.
Yeah, it was pretty, just the commentary, you know, the joking. It's not geared towards little children. But when we first started, Elaine was like, oh, we used to do these in school in class. And I was like, gosh, I hope you didn't do this one in class.
Mat, someone's asking about it.
This is, y'all, I love this. This is, we actually have this in our storefront. I discovered this when I was shopping through through our distributor, whatever the word is. And
Our wholesaler.
I saw this and I'm like, ooh, I gotta try it. And I've had it for a while, but I've been waiting to use it because I knew you all would ask, and I'd be like, I can't tell you where to get it because it wasn't on in our shop yet. But it's in our shop now. But it's a silicone mat. And can I show you something? Okay. So you get your paint on there, and then you just take your wipey and you can clean her up. Clean her up. Now, I wouldn't leave stain sitting on it for too long because I'm assuming it might stain. The pigments might stain. Really, any paint too. But like if you drip hot glue, it just pops right off. Just like those little silicone fingers from Dollar Tree, how the glue doesn't stick to them. Same thing, it's a silicone mat. So it's awesome.
Well, thank you, Darlene.
All right. I've got all my pieces
eggs
stained.
do cost a lot right now.
One more. What is the deal with the eggs?
Well, they're saying it's because of the avian flu. Said there was another breakout of the avian flu.
Is that what it was?
Yeah. Happy birthday, Rachel.
Those chickens got to get better because we like their eggs.
Yes.
We like their eggs. Ever watch your video without volume? LOL, I definitely have to listen to the replay.
Awesome.
I don't know that I've ever watched my videos without volume, but I can imagine.
I never watch our videos.
It would be fun to do, just watch somebody's video without volume and try and guess what they're saying.
How big is that mat?
This mat is, and it's got little measurements on it, so I'll never be like, where's my ruler?
24 by 16.
24, no, I think it's total by 18.
Well, I don't
Well,
know.
no, it goes.
That's 15, so maybe 17.
No, it starts here.
I know, but it goes to 15, but it's about an inch bigger on each side.
16 will be here. It's 18 inches. Because you've got an inch and a half here.
Oh.
It's the mat itself is about 25 by 18. The measurements go 23 by 15, 16. So I hope that answered your question without confusing you. Okay, I think I got all my things that I want to use the antique wax for done. Let me wipe my fingers off. I don't watch my videos. I would probably never craft again. I know, right, Gail? I know. I'm not a fan of watching myself. I'm not. Because I notice every little
I
thing
gotta
wrong.
live through this.
I
I'm
notice
not gonna watch it.
all my obnoxious, like overly exaggerated facial expressions. I notice how my face is crooked and it's not symmetrical. You notice all the things that you don't like about yourself. But those are not the things we're supposed to embrace about ourselves, because there's plenty of beautiful things about all of us, and we need to embrace those.
Linda, this mat is in our shop.
Yes. All right, next I'm going to use, we're gonna go to the white next. So I'm using Ceramicoat white, just regular acrylic white paint. And I'm going to paint, I don't need a ton. I'm gonna paint our little shiplap background piece for our farmhouse sign. And then I think I'm gonna do the grows here in white also. That's my plan. That's the plan.
Yeah, Margaret, I do love watching my bride, but I rather watch her in real life.
Yeah, he gets to see it in real life. He doesn't need to watch the replay. No. All right.
Oh, Lynn. Lynn says she can't wait for the new releases. Just wait.
Just wait.
Just wait. Oh, Estelle is a newbie. Welcome.
I'm intentionally not painting the edges. And a little bit of paint that I did get on the edge, I'm going to kind of wipe off, because our frame is stained brown, and I want it to, otherwise that white would show through.
And Estelle, we are located in Algonac, Michigan.
Yep, Algonac, Michigan.
And not sure what the mat is listed for in the shop.
I'm going to let this white dry, and then I'll show you all what, I don't know, I don't remember the price.
I'll put the shop link in there again.
A little bit more. The white.
Do you sell the tomato red paint at the shop?
We do.
Just a matter of fact.
We do. Yes, our tomato red. Our tomato red. All right.
Kimberly says 17.2 by 25 by 2.
There you go.
And it's $29.99 in the shop.
There you go. There you go.
She posted that on the YouTube.
Thank you, girl. Thank you, girl.
Oh, Estelle's in Chesterfield.
Estelle.
That's just up the road from us.
Yes. Yes.
I just drove through there last
night. We're in your neck of the woods all the time.
Not all the time.
Well,
but if we got to go to Chesterfield, it's a day.
At least once a week. There's some reason we have to go to Chesterfield. If we're lucky, it's every other week. But typically once a week, we got to make our way. Got to go to the big city.
We got to go to the big city.
Yes,
for us, Chesterfield's the big city.
Got to make the journey to the big city. So I am using Wedgwood Green. Wedgwood Green. Both my bottles are almost empty.
Okay, guys, get ready. I'm going to...
I don't need a lot.
We got to dance.
Is it dancing time?
It's dancing time.
Is it dancing time? It's dancing time. It's dancing time. I can do my moves from last night.
She can do it. This is what she looked like.
Oh, I was just like trying to keep up. They're like so fast, and they're like doing these like weird things with their hips, and their knees are like flailing at the same time, and their hands are going. I'm like, y'all, it was like, I'm like, just let me do the chicken thing. I should have just done this for the 38 minutes that video was. It would have been much better.
My God.
I cannot even imagine somebody who's randomly scrolling through Facebook.
And just caught us dancing.
No volume. All they see is the two of us. They're like, what? And
what the ham sandwich is going on?
Is happening there? I can't even imagine. Oops, I missed something. Pay attention, girl. Pay attention. Grows here. I'm gonna do with the white, and you could use the little, which I could have done, but I'm just lightly brushing it over.
Okay, what was I doing? Oh, get ready for names, guys. I'm gonna grab some names here in a minute.
Yeah, I should have used the makeup sponge.
Oh, be careful, Shirley. She's watching while she's eating her lunch.
Oh.
We don't want you spitting any of it out.
Don't choke. Don't choke. Don't choke on your lunch from laughing at the fools around here. You're welcome to laugh. Just don't choke doing it.
Yes. If you're laughing at us, you're leaving everybody else alone.
Right?
Thank you, Kelly, for the stars. Thank you, Janet, for the stars.
All right. I'm going ahead and getting kind of some of the edges here because I already got it a little drippy.
Tammy says, I love your spirit.
Aw, thank you, Tammy. Thank you.
So it probably makes them do a double take and keeps them looking at your page with the dancing.
Right? Like, come on in.
Thank
come
you, Jenny,
dance.
for the stars.
Have some fun with us. Okay.
Ouch.
I'm intentionally leaving the edges not solidly
Thank you, Sylvia,
painted.
for the stars.
I want a little bit of a farmhouse look. I might even come back with a sanding block a little bit over the top. Possibly. All right, now I'm going to go to the Wedgwood green.
Okay.
And we're going to do our little leaf pieces.
All right, and I got some names here. We have Christy Tabor, Denise Morgan, Patricia Sawyer Ullman, Michelle Irvine, Suzanne Ristow, Shirley Goldade, Stacy Lee, Leslie Bice Norris, Virginia Goddard Hensley, Dawn Booble, Jan Goodyear, and Kimberly Buck.
And by only putting just a little bit of paint on my brush and kind of dabbing it, it's working much better than brushing it, because when I did my brush strokes back and forth, the paint on the brush catches the edges of the letters and gets onto the sides. So this way, by dabbing it, it's just sitting on the top and I'm not getting over the edges so much.
Just a dab will do you.
And you can do the makeup sponges as well. Works very similar. I just don't, I don't know where I'm not really sure where my makeup sponges are right now. So we're just working with what we have right here, readily and available.
Well, I know where.
Okay. So.
One of them went. Thank you, Margaret, for the stars.
So this is dry, okay?
Thank you, Jackie and
this
Jennifer. This Jennifer, for the stars.
Thank you. So this is dry. See how this is dry here? I'm gonna take a baby wipe and look at that.
Hi, Tina.
Look at that. So now I don't have to constantly change the paper in between crafting. I just literally have to take a baby wipe or a wet rag and clean it up, and it's ready to go for next time. Loving it, loving it, loving it. All right.
Hi, Loretta.
So next, I have one more color, black. I'm gonna use our black, and I'm going to paint our blessed sign. I'm gonna go right over the word, okay? And you'll be able to kind of see the etching of the word underneath. I don't like that brush. I don't like that brush. Let me grab a different one. That one I think needs to go away. It's getting old.
I got a few of them that are.
Yes, I definitely need to go through my brushes and replace some of them. It's been a long time. Some of them I've had for a very, very long time. All right, getting my edges like so. I'm gonna go ahead and do the back side of this tag because it's gonna be like an actual tag on a garland. You might see the back. So I definitely want to do the back. And a lot of times on tiered tray pieces, it depends on where your tray is set up. Sometimes you kind of see around all sides of it. Like if it's on a table or something, you might want to do the back sides of your tiered tray pieces, depending on how your placement's going to be.
Sheila, it's a silicone mat.
And I know we didn't have a lot of them in the shop. If you realize, like if we sell out of them, we will get more. I'll order more, but it just takes time for them to get here before I'll be able to make them available on the site for you.
Are you able to use the iron with the mat?
Well, you always have something protecting your surface anyway. So if I'm ironing onto this piece of wood, the wood is going to be between the iron and the mat. I wouldn't put my iron right on it. They do help protect. Silicone is a heat protectant. I don't know. It's a thinner mat. I don't necessarily want to test it out. I don't want to test it out, but just like I would, you know, I've had this table here and I've ironed my crafts on this table here. I don't put like a protective mat between my table, and I always have whatever I'm ironing onto. Like I'm not ironing clothing with it. But for crafting purposes, yeah.
Lydia. Oh God. Hold on here.
What's Lydia got to say?
This group has taken over my life. I need an intervention. Desiree say, hi, my name is blank. I'm addicted to Christy's craft room.
Welcome. I can't say that we're going to help you solve your addiction around here.
Yeah.
We might be enablers. Most of the people here will probably help
Carrie,
enable you. But welcome. We love you and we welcome you.
Jenny, if you use the search option in the shop and put in silicone mat, it'll pop right up.
You can put in. Did you try that?
Yes.
Did you test it? So
yes,
silicone
I
mat.
did.
Silicone mat.
Yes, I did.
If they're
I
sold
saw her
out,
comment, that's why
if it doesn't let you put it in the cart, that means it's sold out. Just FYI.
Yes.
All right. So everything is.
Yes, Becca. The stuff from our storefront can be ordered in our shop now.
Yes. 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 We're so excited. All right. I am going to. You can still see it's slightly, but you can still see where it says blessed. I am going to go on my edges a little bit with a sanding block. Just to farmhouse it up a little bit. Huh?
Don't read it out loud. Just read this one.
Hello, Miss Madonna. I'm just saying hello to her. I can say hello. She said hello. Hello, girlfriend. I think I want this to look a little chalkboardy, so I think I'm going to take just a little bit of white.
Glenda says I should be getting a chip now.
Getting a chip? Oh, a chip. We should make Christy's Craft Room chips.
Chips.
We support your the longer you're here with us, the more chips you earn. We'll be like the opposite. The opposite of
the longer you have an addiction, the more chips you get.
And we're not making fun of any
no, we are not.
Support programs or anything like that. So please don't take it that way if you don't know who we are and you don't know our character, and we're just having fun. So don't take offense to it, okay?
Yes,
I'm gonna get the messages.
Yes, here comes the hate mail. Be ready, Austin. We're getting hate mail.
Ooh, I got too much white there. Let me get some more of that off of my brush. I just want a little bit, just to kind of have a little bit of a chalkboardy feel.
That's cool.
I know, isn't it?
Kinda.
So it kind of has a little bit of a chalkboard look. Now I'm going to, you could use a skinny paintbrush for this and some white paint. I'm going to use a paint marker. Y'all, we shipped so many of these today, especially the white and black.
Oh, yeah.
We actually sold out of the black, but I am placing an order, and I'm ordering fine tip ones too that are skinnier tipped than these.
Come on.
They finally got them in. They didn't have them before. All right, I just want to get, with these paint pens, you have to activate them. You got to push it down onto your surface and let the paint draw into the tip.
Exactly, Jan.
Especially when they're new. It takes a minute. When they're new, sometimes you got to give it a minute.
Okay. Shirley says I have all my subscription group boxes. Is that like a chip, like chips?
There you go. Where's those glasses?
What
glasses? Are they still here? Yeah. The reading glasses. I need them.
Oh no, I had to use my reading glasses. I'm sorry.
Yeah, he took his reading glasses back that I took from him.
Oh, but I don't know where they went.
Uh-oh. Aw.
I just don't know where they went.
I know paint pens are the best. They are the best. They work great. I just know my eyeballs, I'll do better if I have the reading glasses, so I'm going to wait for him to bring those, okay? Hope you have a lot of Farmhouse crafts. We have a few in the shop already, but we definitely have more coming. I love Farmhouse, guys. I love, oh, they're dirty. I love Farmhouse. Definitely, that's like my jam is Farmhouse style.
Oh yeah, when I was driving.
Hello from Kentucky, Glenna.
When I was driving Elena home, she had an idea for the kitchen table.
Yeah.
And she said it's very contemporary and modern.
Well, that is not the style.
And that's what I told her. I said, well, that's not our style. We're more farmhouses, farmhouse. And she says, well, you could, just for me. And I'm like, well, Elena, you're not going to live in our house forever. You know, you're going to move out and have your own place and your own family. And
you get your own kitchen
And get your
table.
own contemporary kitchen table.
Yeah.
And she's like, well, you never know. Like, no, I'm pretty sure.
Okay, so I just traced over the lines that were there, so I didn't have to worry. Y'all, I never could have done this just freehand. I'm not a good printer, I'm not a good writer, but because it had those etched lines in there, now I was able to just trace it. So we've got blessed.
Okay, get ready, guys. I'll grab some more names here in a minute.
And even though I grabbed these first, I still forgot to paint them. So I'm gonna put some on a barbecue skewer here. Tim's gonna get some names, and we're gonna decide what color. Yes.
Okay.
Do we want to stain them? Do we want to black, white, and stain them? Black and white. What do we want to do? Natural black, white, and stain. What do we want?
Oh, Barbie says the mats are sold out.
The mats are sold out. I'm placing an order tomorrow with our distributor, and that'll go on the list. I will get more of these ordered for y'all, okay? And it usually takes about a week to a week and a half to get an order from them on like normal times. And I think they're pretty close to normal times right now. So they're pretty quick. 4, 5, 6, 7.
Yeah, I was gonna say the other stuff didn't take that long to get. So, all right, here, let's see. Let me grab some names here.
We can do 16 beads,
Okay.
I think.
We
I
have
need about another barbecue skewer though.
Angela Stakursky, Teresa Vitrino, Julie Bird, Patty Campbell, Linda Balk, Jenny Roberts Day, Margaret Barton, Nancy Bredden, Rhonda Cormier, Chantella Benston, Hubba Corpening,
Hubba. Sorry.
Hubba, and Aunt Nikki.
Aunt Nikki. Hey, Aunt Nikki. All right, so I'm putting these on a barbecue skewer. I'm going to put a little dot of hot glue to hold them into place while we paint them. But y'all, help me decide. I feel like, I'm kind of feeling like, because this is black and white. This is the ribbons. Oh, I just dropped one in the paint, but that's okay. These are the ribbons I have.
Oh yeah, I got some more of that down here.
I'm wondering if we shouldn't eliminate this brown one, because it doesn't really go. So maybe we do black, white, and stain and do like every third one.
It's just Tim and Christy. Enjoy watching you guys. You give me a good laugh on a bad day.
Aw, well, thank you for saying that.
That's
7, 8.
a part of the reason we do what we do.
4, 5, 6,
If we can
7,
make people
8.
happy.
We're gonna do 5. I'm gonna do
I saw this
3
name,
different colors.
Carrie Hightower. And I automatically thought of Police Academy.
I wouldn't have, because
I
I don't know names. I don't know names. Y'all, we were watching a movie last night, or a show, and Tim, like, spent the first 10 minutes trying to figure out who the actor was that was playing this character, and he kept going like, no, it's like, and he's just talking, and I'm like, would you be quiet? I can't.
And it was Harrison Ford.
It was Harrison Ford, and he couldn't come up with the name for 10 minutes.
That's old.
And he talked nonstop for 10 minutes trying to figure out this name, and like, we had to go back and rewind it because we had no clue what was happening after that. Because I'm like, at one point I'm like, dude, and jokingly, but I'm like, dude, hush. I said, we're missing the whole show because you're trying to figure out what his name is. I'm not going to remember this name after today anyways.
Did we finish watching that episode, or is
You
that
fell asleep.
Oh.
I finished watching it. You fell asleep.
Well,
All right.
you're going to watch it again tonight.
I usually use my low temp glue gun for this. That's fine. I usually use my low temp glue gun for this, but I didn't plug it in. So we're using the high temp, which will work just as well. So put a tiny little dot of hot glue. I just like the low temp because I get a little bit more controlled, smaller amount of glue.
Yeah, we are releasing some Valentine stuff this week.
On Friday. Yep.
So
It'll be our only Valentine's release.
not to
This Friday will be all we do for Valentine's Day. Because we were supposed to release the stuff 2 weeks ago. 2 Fridays ago. But we didn't because
But
the
we've
website.
had a few bumps in the road the last 2 weeks.
The issues with the website prohibited us. So now we're like, I'm like, yeah, after this week, you know, you guys have to have time to craft with it. So this week we'll be release it and then we're done. All right. I'm gonna do this one. So what do you guys think? You guys like that idea? Black, white, and stained. Hearts if you like that idea. If you don't like that idea, thumbs up and give me your suggestions.
Where do you get your cardigans from?
Here, there, and everywhere. I get a lot of them from Walmart. A lot of my sweaters that come from Walmart. I've gotten a few from Kohl's, but most come from Walmart.
I think isn't it 1923?
1923.
Yeah.
Yes.
Michelle, it's 1923. We finished watching 1883, and it went right into it.
Yes. All right, so do we have lots of hearts? I think
We got a lot of
got
hearts.
it. We're gonna do all 3 colors, guys. You good with that? You like that idea? Okay, that's what we're gonna do. It'll tie it all in together.
Hi, Jane.
Okay. We're gonna do our black first.
Ooh, happy birthday, Becky. She says it's a rainy day here in Kansas City, Missouri. Nice day to watch you two and celebrate my birthday.
Birthday. It's your birthday.
So you say it's your birthday. It's my birthday too, yeah.
Not really. Nah.
Yeah, not really.
But it's fun to say. But happy birthday.
Well, that's the song.
That's the song.
That's the song.
That's the song. I'm not worried about getting these perfect because I'm going to come back with a sanding block and bring off some of the color anyways. So
Deborah says you sure did hit some bumps in the road. Yeah, it was like driving on the roads here in Michigan.
it's been a bumpy couple weeks around here. I tell you, y'all, it's such a relief though.
Barb, this mat is in our shop. Unfortunately, it's sold out right now. We'll have more in a couple weeks.
Yes, we had them in the shop when we went live, and they are sold out now. But I'm going to check and add it to my order as long as they have them available.
And
I will get them. But they
a
should.
few people are asking about shirts if we're gonna do more shirts again.
I would like to do shirts again. It's just a matter of
Getting with the gals.
yeah, getting with the girls. I know the Cotton Chaos girls have had a little bit of chaos in their lives lately.
Well, it's in their name.
It is. It is.
We're about half an hour, 45 minutes from Roseville, depending on where you're at in Roseville.
Bye.
See you later.
Yeah, so we'll do shirts again soon. Yes, we definitely want to. Just haven't had the chance to dive into it just yet. But we will.
Ooh, craft challenge for Christy. Can you come up with a craft using your buffalo check boxes?
Yes, I actually thought about putting that for one of our craft challenges. I just haven't done it yet. Maybe next month. Maybe next month. Save your boxes, ladies. Save your boxes. Yes. I know that would be a good craft challenge one. It would. Look, everybody's saying happy birthday. Love it.
Wow, I pronounced her name right.
Good. Awesome, and she's impressed. I know. We get proud of ourselves when we pronounce the names right. All right, so we're going to dry these, and we're going to come back with a little bit of a sanding block and bring back a little bit of that distressed wood look. So let's get them dry. It's got a big old clump of paint on it.
Way to go.
Big old clump of paint. Get rid of that. 20 in North Dakota. Oh my goodness. We had a lot of fog. Was that this morning or yesterday?
Yesterday.
It all blends together. We had a really foggy morning.
Going up to the hospital yesterday morning.
Okay.
Horrible.
Yeah. Yeah, it was
Absolutely
really foggy.
horrible.
It feels more like early, spring.
It feels like early spring.
Spring here.
Get ready, guys. I'm gonna grab some more names here in a second.
Our winter has not been very wintry here in Michigan.
Well, we're glad you caught us today, Madeline.
Yeah. Patty likes all 3 colors. Awesome.
The letters on my hoodie are fading. Should I be washing it inside out? Probably.
Yeah.
Thank you, Robbie, for the stars.
I mean, I've washed mine a gazillion times and I haven't had an issue, so I don't know. But you could try washing it inside out. That might help.
You look good with straight hair and glasses.
Thank you.
Those are my reading glasses.
I have reading glasses. They're not here. They're actually in the truck.
In the truck?
Mm-hmm.
My pickle? Or yours?
Yours.
Oh.
They're in the little eyeglass, sunglass thing. All right. Are we dry? Are we dry?
One day I'll get my truck back.
One day.
One day I'll get my truck back.
We're still waiting to get Trevor's car back. It was supposed to be done Monday. And we were like, hey, wow, they're saying Monday. Usually it's by Friday. It wasn't done Monday.
No.
It's still not done.
No, they shot me a text and said, yeah, he had it all put in, started it up. We had to shut it right back off because antifreeze was flowing out all over the place. So, thank you, Barbie, for the stars.
I sure hope it's fixed properly when it does get here and is.
Well, they got to warranty it, so.
Well, true. True. All right, so I'm just taking my little sanding tool here, which I wish we had these in our shop, but we don't. And I'm just getting a little bit of the paint off.
Margaret, you are not a newbie.
Who?
Margaret Schwank Sinclair.
Miss Margaret.
You are not a newbie.
You're funny. You're funny. Miss Margaret's been around for a long time.
You've been here for a minute or.
She's one of our long timers. Our long time friends.
But you know what?
But we'll let you live your life. Well, or we
Welcome,
won't.
Miss Margaret.
Obviously, we won't because we just called her out on it. So funny. Welcome to our long timers too.
Yes. Carla says today's the first time I've caught y'all live. Ooh. She's a NICU nurse.
Ooh.
And works nights.
Ooh, that's a tough job.
That's a tough one.
Yes.
That takes a special person.
All right, so we got these. Stress some. Now
thank you, Donna, for the stars.
And you'll see some of these are like popping off the glue just by doing this.
Thank you for the stars, Felicia. Felicia. It's the only way I know how to say that name.
She probably hears that a lot.
Probably. I'm sorry.
Felicia.
I'm sorry.
We say it with the utmost love.
Yes. Sounds like my daughter's new home. It was supposed to be done in November. They just moved in Monday.
Oh, boy.
Eesh.
Oh, boy. That stinks.
Yeah, it does.
That stinks. Okay.
This month is my 1-year anniversary with you.
Ooh,
awesome,
welcome
Donna.
to your 1 year. Welcome. I don't know why I said
Eva
welcome.
is new.
But
Eva?
1 year, that's awesome.
Welcome.
Clean up our mess and the little bit of hot glue that dripped. Got that cleaned up. All right. So I think we're ready.
True, Suzanne. They didn't say what Monday.
Well, I guess specifically they did not, I guess.
Yeah.
I guess they didn't. I'm actually going to bring this back to sit my beads on so they don't roll away on me. And when you pull your beads off, there might be a little
Hi,
bit of hot glue stuck on the edge. Just pop it off. It pops right off.
Okay, and get ready, guys. I'm going to grab some more names here in a second. Colleen, we don't refer to you guys as old-timers.
Yeah, I just feel like you probably don't appreciate that. So I said long timers. The long timers.
The long haulers.
And for the long haul. Haven't learned their lessoners.
Haven't learned their lessoners.
Keep coming backers. What are they thinkingers? But we love themers. All right. So getting all of our beads off, and then we can string them on our twine. It's all going to start coming together. And don't forget, somebody who sprinkles this video is going to be gifted one of these sets that I'm making today. And you get to make your own version. I'm going very farmhouse with the colors. You could get bright and colorful or go with whatever colors match your house. The possibilities are literally endless. This one's got a little chunk of glue in the center. I'm going to use my barbecue skewer to clean out my hole. There we go.
Hey, what?
Clean your hole, girls. Clean your holes. No. I guess I can't say much about the Fitness Marshall because some of the things...
Not with a barbecue skewer. That's not how it's done.
Some of the things that come out of my mouth... Maybe we're like kindred spirits, and I don't even realize it, but I was like, ooh, girl. Ooh, well, I wasn't like, ooh, girl. I was like, ooh, boy.
No, you could have been.
I probably could have been. He would have been like, hey. No,
Because-
we had so much fun. It was fun though. Elena loved it. She was giggling and laughing, and I was just trying to keep up with the dance moves, but like some of the dance moves, yeah, they're a challenge. Okay, so
Thank
first,
you, Tammy Taylor.
we'll come back
We
to
got
our
quite a few Tammys now, too.
beaded hanger in a second.
Yes, exactly, Tammy Ruchek.
We're gonna start with our.
Call you an old timer.
We'll start with our tobacco basket that we stained. I just used some antique wax to stain that. Our little wreath goes on it. I think I'm gonna use super glue. You could use super glue, hot glue. Super glue works good for these skinnier pieces.
Oh, what did I miss?
A little
I'm
bit
a
goes a
newbie
long
this
way.
year. Well, okay, welcome, Madeline. She said she's a newbie this year.
This year, hey.
Thank you, Patricia and Karen, for the stars.
I mean,
Okay.
who defines what new is and what isn't, right?
Exactly. Well, the new Coke, it could only be called the new Coke for,
Until they came out with the next one.
no, for 18 months.
Why?
And then they had to call it just Coke.
Because it wasn't new anymore?
Yep.
Was that like some legal thing?
Yes, it was a legal thing. Okay, we have Shelly Friedman, Jenny Day Regulski,
Say
Kathy
that 3 times
Carter.
fast.
Bambi Simpson, Shelly Friedman, Terry Clevenger Miller, Jennifer Jackson, Cindy Balin Shockey, Barbie Sutherland, Jennifer Eckes McCarthy, Kimberly Buck, Pam Lewer, Teresa Matheson, and Dawn Duboud.
I am too, Joanne. I love the farmhouse colors. Love the neutrals. Give me some neutrals. When we took Christmas down, I do very traditional, like reds, greens, lots of reds and greens for Christmas, and I love it. But when we emptied out Christmas out of the living room, and it was nothing but like neutral whites and a little bit of like stains. And
Thank you, Leanne, for the stars.
I was just like, oh, I love it. I love it. I loved how clean and neutral it looked. All right, so I'm just making a little bow out of some buffalo check ribbon
Welcome,
here.
Tammy.
And I'm going to
Easy. Yeah, it's we haven't really put up anything else yet. So it's like
No.
right now our living room's kind of bare.
It's very bare. There's like on our mantle, there's a couple white
Thank
candlesticks.
you, Kim, for the stars.
And a couple other white things, and that's about it. That's about it. All right, so I just did a little bow, little buffalo check bow, and we're gonna glue this onto our little wreath, keeping it super, super simple. Super simple,
Where's that at?
like so.
Good day. Eva says, good day for Pearland, Texas. Love watching you. If I get a chance, I hope to come see you.
Ooh, I love that.
Just come up here with Adam on his next trip.
Yeah. I'm going to leave this set for a minute. I'll show you guys in a minute. I want to give that super glue a chance to set. So set that aside there. And then next, we're going to do our little farmhouse sign. I'm going to, just a little bit, with my sanding block, lighten that up a little bit. Actually, I'll use this one. Oh,
Yes, Reggie. This
Ooh, that's way too-
is in the shop right now.
That was way too harsh of a grit. We need a light grit. A nice light grit.
Fine.
Fine grit. Light grit, fine grit. Not so hardcore grit.
Not so hardcore grit.
Yeah, that first, woo. That like dug
Oh,
deep.
jeez. What did I do there?
Okay. All right. So we just distressed it a little bit. I don't know how well you can see it, but
No, we see you're distressed.
I was distressed the last 2 weeks. I'm much better now. All right. Same thing. Super glue. A little bit goes a long way. You don't want to put so much that it's squirting out. This is a gel super glue. Gel super glue works best because it stays where you put it. It doesn't run all over the place like the liquid does.
Yeah, it's a lot nicer.
Yeah. But you don't need a lot.
Billy says, will you have that sander in the shop? In the store?
We don't currently. I actually The distributor that we have doesn't have them, and I reached out directly to the company, and I never heard back from them. So we'll see if we can get them eventually. Ooh. Ooh. Ooh.
Well, Patty, we're glad we can help in any way.
I'm going to real quick, before I put that on, it's too white. We need to darken this up just a little bit.
Brett, we're still working on our point of sale system for getting the store opened back up. So we're still working on that portion of it. So hopefully that gets taken care of quick.
Fortunately, and super glue gives you a minute to work with it too. So I was able to come in here. The Farmhouse, the metal was, as soon as I put it against that white, it was like, oh, yeah, we need a little more darkness behind it. A little more darkness.
Well, Jenny, we need something for the, that works with our, inventory system also.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, there's lots of alternative options, and the last 2 weeks, we did have the doors open for our storefront, and we were just using a square reader, but we'd have to ring stuff, we'd have to like total stuff up and add the tax, and then we'd have to put it into the amount into the square thing, and then, you know, people could run their cards that way. But the problem is the inventory. It doesn't take it out of inventory when we do it that way. And then after people leave and we're done checking them out, we have to go back into the website and we have to adjust the inventory. Well, what happens, you know, we don't carry large numbers of stock of stuff here because we're just a small business. And if we only have one of something left and somebody buys it and then someone goes and buys it online before we get to, before we can take it out of inventory, it's just a headache. I mean, we are looking at different options. But our priority had to be getting the website back up and going. So now that we have that back up and going, you know, people can still at least get on our website. Before we had like nothing really, because it was a pain in the butt to do it in person. We couldn't do it online at all. So by getting it back up online, even people who are local have that option of getting online if they want to. But we'll figure it out. I mean, we just had to get the website going, make sure that's functioning properly for a minute here, and then we're going to relook at our options. We're definitely not using the same system that we were using before.
Yeah.
And we could maybe do something like that, a buy online, pick up in store type of option, potentially. Okay. So I'm going to set this aside and let that dry. Give that a minute.
Patricia says look forward to when it's open again.
Yes, I know Miss Patricia was going to come.
Visit us
but
last
unfortunately,
Wednesday.
with the store being closed, I'm going to set that there to dry. All right, next we have our round shiplap. And this one, we've got Love Grows Here. Love Grows Here. So I'm going to line it all up first, just to make sure everything's where I want it to be, and then we'll glue them on piece by piece.
Slowly I turn.
All right, so we'll do Love first.
Step by step. Get ready, guys. I'm going to grab some more names here in a second.
A little bit of gel.
What's the best way to get super glue off of fingers? Not get it on them in the first place.
Yeah, sometimes a little bit of nail polish remover will work. Sometimes people,
lemon juice.
some people will wear gloves to prevent it from getting on their fingers. I will tell you, if you wipe super glue off with the baby wipe, don't pick up that baby wipe and use it, keep using it over and over, because that super glue does not dry on the baby wipe because it's wet. Same thing with like a damp rag, will do the same thing. And then you just end up getting more of that super glue all over your fingers. So if you use it to wipe your fingers, grab a different one. Don't reuse, or at least use a different part of it, a different spot or something.
Yes, this set is pretty cool.
Actually, I want to add just a hair more.
Just a wee bit.
Just a wee bit right there. All right.
Okay, we have Janet Idziak, Melissa Stevenson, Eve Gutierrez, Rashonda Rose Wampler, Janet Day Rigwelski, Jenny Roberts Day, Kathy Dickman, Desiree Hendricks, Karen Grennan Correa, Bernita Tuttle, Jackie Pettigrew, Janice Tucker, Susan Berlinger, and Kimberly Buck.
It is nice when you have these barbecue skewers, because like I got a little dribble of it there, and I can just get it off with the barbecue skewer.
With the barbecue skewer.
All right, so that is on. 2 more pieces here, and then we're gonna put our garland together, like so. But yeah, we gotta work out again tonight, y'all. Be thinking of me.
Oh yeah, I'll be lifting weights.
Yeah. Yeah, those are his curls.
Do my curls.
Doing his curls. Okay. So I'm gonna set this aside. I will show this to you in a second, but I don't want to hold it up because it'll slide. Everything will start sliding, but I can kind of show you a little bit, a little peekaroo. Let me set that aside to dry, like so.
Like a yassel.
Like so. Don't bump it, Tim. It's in your space.
I see that's in my space.
I've moved into his space, y'all. I moved into his space.
That's being very,
I fair warned him.
Terry, the names are for our crafty mail bucket. What we'll do for every 100 die ball goes up, we'll grab a couple of screenshots and from Facebook and from YouTube, and we throw them in the bucket. At the beginning of the month, we pull a couple names out that bucket, and we send you Happy Mail.
Yes.
It's always stuff from our shop, always wooden metal cutouts. It's pretty cool.
I am going to put a little bit of low temp super glue on the end of my twine. I'm going to let it dry just a little bit.
Hi, Christine.
And then I'm going to pinch and twist it so that it will go through the beads okay.
Marlene, it shows on our side.
I'm going to put it through my hanger first, and we're going to tie it to the end. So this
Joyce?
is my end that has the glue on it. Okay, so that's not the side we're going to tie. So we're going to pull it down this way, and we're going to tie a little knot down here. And this twine is way longer than I'm going to need it to be, but I always do it a little bit long. I'd rather it be too long than too short. You don't want to get all your beads on there and then realize my twine's not long.
Margaret says I've been in the bucket, never got out.
Stuck in the bucket. Stuck in the bucket. Just stuck in the bucket. All right. So we've got our little blessed tag. We've got our hot glued end. And now we're going to string our beads.
Well, Melissa, it's not that easy of a job. It's kind of a tough job.
What's that?
She's like, yes, 12 ounce weight, Baha.
Right.
At work, I want that job.
Right. Right. I know. He's got a great boss. He's got a great boss.
I keep telling her, fire me.
He's got a great boss.
She won't.
I mean, I'm one of these days I'm just gonna have to fire him just to prove to him that I will. And then I'll consider rehiring him, maybe.
I can sit at home and collect unemployment.
Y'all, this is what I gotta live with. This
She got to deal with me.
is my life. This is my life. I wouldn't trade it for anything, but some days, y'all. Some days. Some days.
Some days, she wants to do a leader.
Oh, I'm like, a what? I want to do a what? I don't understand that joke. I'm like processing it in my head. Like what?
Jenny, they exercise at home. They'll watch a video and exercise.
Yeah,
too.
we just on YouTube. There's all kinds of different videos on YouTube. And black.
Bambi says we need to find a way to get unstuck from the bucket.
Right? Get unstuck from the bucket.
That sounds like a song. That sounds like a country song right there. There is a. I want to say it was.
Okay.
a Hank Williams Sr. song.
Now I'm gonna take some ribbons.
I think it's called "There's a Hole in My Bucket."
There you go. If you want your tassel to be 4 inches, you'll cut your ribbons 8 inches. If you want your tassel to be 5 inches, you'll cut your ribbon 10 inches. If you want your tassels to be, and that's from top to bottom, okay? So we're gonna cut ours. We're gonna go at 8 inches. I think for a 4-inch tassel is a pretty good size tassel.
Oh, Eve, I heard the story. I didn't see the pictures though.
What story?
The wrecked hot rod. She sent some
yes.
pictures of the hot rod.
Yeah, I can't even believe it. I mean, goodness gracious, girl, he just needs to, hopefully, just get better, get better. You can't be too careful out there. Yes, yeah. Her husband wrecked his hot rod and got pretty beat up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. But he'll be okay.
Yes.
In the end, that's what matters. Yeah. The hot rod can be dealt with.
The hot rod can get fixed.
That's what matters. I think I'm going to do a little bit of twine, incorporate a little bit of twine into this.
Of course you are.
Yeah. Well, because I had this brown, kind of a burlappy brown color, but I feel like it's a little bit lighter than what I want it to be. And I feel like the twine would be a good look.
Well, you know, and then you got to remember, guys, we get like probably close to 500 names in that bucket.
Oh yeah, we get a lot of names in the bucket, so.
And we can only pick 2.
Yep, we draw 2 out, so. It's better odds than the lotto, though.
Yeah.
It's better odds than the lottery. It's a better prize, too, I mean. If I do say so.
Well, you know, you can't retire with it, but you can craft with it.
You can enjoy retirement with it, though.
But you can craft with it, so isn't that about the same?
Right? You can have moments of crafting where you feel like you're retired.
Janet, why did you use that word?
What word did she use?
Raffia.
We love raffia.
She says, why don't you have raffia in it?
I know, raffia would be a good... I don't typically put raffia in my tassels, because raffia is a little...
Right, Tina.
I
exactly.
love the untameness of raffia, but it really does wild things when you try putting it into a tassel. So, yeah, no. But raffia would go good with this set. We could have done a little raffia bow on the one.
Lynn says,
sign.
when you picked me from the bucket, I felt like I won the lotto.
Oh, I love to hear that. Love that. Okay, so I kind of mixed them up so they're not all together, okay? So we're gonna find kind of the middle part, and we've got our beads, we got our little tag, we've got our beads, and now we've got this twine coming out here. We are going to lay our ribbon, the middle part of our ribbon, right across our twine, and we're gonna tie it.
Thank you, Lana, for the stars.
We're gonna just tie a knot right at the end of our beads. Nice and tight.
Well, thank you, Shelly. She says, you guys do great crafty mail. It's the best.
Thank you.
Michelle says, I think it's better than the lottery because I love to craft.
Well, perfect.
It's awesome.
Just adjusting a couple of my ribbons. All right. You're gonna do a double knot because you want to make sure it doesn't come undone.
Ann says, I have my crafting supplies ready to go on the kitchen island for the crafting group on the 21st. My husband just looks at me and shakes his head.
You are prepared, ready to go. I'm so excited for craft night. So excited. All right. So do a nice tight knot. You want to get it good and tight because you don't want it to come undone. And once you get a good tight knot, you're going to trim off the extra piece. And you're gonna take all your little ribbons, okay, so that's what it looks like. We got it knotted there in the center. Bring them all straight down. This is where you can kind of adjust them to make sure that, you know, they just look good at the top. Bring them all down.
Well, thank you, Tammy. She says, the bucket is just an added bonus. Yes. My main draw to your channel is the crafting.
So we're gonna take a piece. If you don't have a long enough piece left over, cut another piece, okay? You're gonna take a long piece. You're gonna lay it on your table, and then you're gonna take your tassels that are pulled down, you're gonna lay it on top of it, and at one end of it, you're going to tie a knot. You're gonna tie it, keep all those tassels going in the right direction. And you're gonna tie a double knot. Just
Patty says, no offense, I would take the lottery. That way I'll have a bunch of money to spend on crafting materials.
I don't blame you. I would do the same thing. I would do the same thing. Yes. But if you don't win the lotto, maybe you'll win the bucket. How do you get involved in craft night? Miss Michelle Irvine. Currently our group is closed. Our group is full. We will be opening new spots in April. We do have a wait list though, and if anybody cancels between now and April, we'll let the wait list know that there's new spots available and give them a chance to sign up to fill those spaces. Tim can grab the number for you, so you can take a screenshot of it. He can.
That requires me to get up, and I was just getting comfortable.
So we've got it tied, okay? And I'll continue that in a second. And now I'm just going to wrap this around and create a collar around, and then I'm gonna hot glue it. So to grab a screenshot of this phone number, if you text the word craft box as one word, all capital letters, CRAFTBOX to this phone number, 810-374-0342. If you text craft box to that number, you will be put on our wait list, and we will send a text if anyone cancels and we have open spots, and then you'll be able to join. Otherwise, we will not be opening until April. But technically, it'll be the end of the last couple days of March, for the April kit. So,
Ooh.
and it's on the website. If you go to the website and you go to the home page, you can get to all the information there. It's also in our shop.
That is better than the lottery.
Oh, Eva, yes, Miss Eva Cole, yes.
She just retired and paid her house off.
That's amazing. That's amazing. I'm going to trim up the ends of my tassel. Trim them up. Trim it up like so. And then we have a little farmhouse tassel. Farmhouse tassel garland. Farmhouse garland. I knew tassel wasn't the word I was looking for. All right. So now, make sure, see if my glue's dry. Make sure everything's set. Okay. So now we have, ooh, that one's a little juicy still.
A little juicy
still. But you've got your little stands, okay? So you take one that has a slit at the top and one that has
Nadine.
a slit at the bottom, and then you just slide them together, and that creates a little picture stand.
If you text hello to that number, that will then you can get texts for when we go live.
When we go live, yeah. If you just text craft box though, that'll put you on our main list as well.
Will it?
You don't have to send it twice. Yeah, it'll put you into our system.
I thought what you texted
only in certain cases. It does, but when I send out a text that we're live, I send it to everyone. We don't have that set as a subcategory currently.
Gotcha.
I'm thinking about doing that because the way our texting platform has changed and how the price has gone skyrocketing, of just starting to have you guys text a certain word if you want notifications when we're live. That way we're sure that only people who want the text are getting them, or still want the text are getting them, so we're not, wasting it on people who don't want it. We don't want to bug you if you don't want it. But there we go. There's our little set. We got our little garland, our little farmhouse sign.
Oh yeah, so it takes me a couple minutes to get the text sent out. So, yeah, sometimes you might get the Facebook notification before.
Sometimes. It depends. Facebook's wonky.
Yeah.
We've got our, why can't I think of my words today, guys? Our tobacco basket with our little wreath.
I'm the one with the head injury.
I don't know, baby. I don't know. And then the love grows here. So we've got 4 pieces that all come in the set. And you can make them however you want them. If you want to do them just like I did, you can, or you can do them any other way that you want to. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you liked it. We're going to gift a set away though. So if you didn't sprinkle yet, you still can sprinkle real quick because we're about to pick a name for this set.
Yes, these are in the shop, Kathy.
Yes, if this is in our shop, this was one of our after Christmas in our winter, an everyday thing. But it was released with our winter stuff as well. So yeah. So you ready?
Oh, yeah. Sure.
We're gonna scroll through, and the first name that we see that sprinkled the video, we can see on our end who did. And the first name, when I tell him to stop, he sees is the name he's gonna write on a sticky note. So hurry up if you didn't yet. Get to it. Get to it. All right. A little spot of glue I wanted to get there.
See, it's I keep. You know, I have this screen mirrored up here, and I'm used to having 2 screens, so I try and.
2 screens? You've never had 2 screens here.
No, but from work.
That was how long ago?
How
long have you
2
worked
screws.
here? Get over your old job. We're not fancy with
2
multiple
screens.
He's already got 1 big screen. He wants a second big screen. Goodness gracious.
Well,
He
there were
wants
some
a
days
lot,
I went
y'all.
with 3.
He wants a lot.
There was some days I went with 3
Oh
screens.
my goodness, y'all. He's a needy man.
Yes, I am.
He's a needy man.
That's only when I'm in here. When I see 2 screens, I think it's 2 screens.
Okay. So, you ready?
Shoot. Yeah.
All right, here we go.
Okay, scrolling. Keep those names a rolling. Scrolling. A winner.
Stop.
In the name of love.
Before you break my heart. He's writing the name down, and he will give me the sticky note. I'm glad you guys love it. Thank you guys so much. I'm glad you love it. All right. Sticky note, please. Oop, missed my hand. All right. And our winner chicken dinner is, you don't get a chicken dinner,
But you'd winner.
but you get a Farmhouse tier tray set, is Miss Monica Hayden. Monica Hayden, send me a private message with your address, and I'm going to send you this little tiered tray set right here that you can recreate just like this or in whatever other colors that you would want to. So
Michelle, it's a little bit different with the people on Facebook, though. And yes, I do go from both pages for our winners.
yes,
I do scroll both places.
yes.
It's kind of weird how we do it, but
Jamie, did you send an email to Christy's team at christyscraftroom.com? Send it there and we'll get it. We just did discover that some emails were going into the junk, so we had to pull a bunch of those out today. So we were getting back to those ones that got sent to the junk. So definitely, if for some reason we ever don't get back to your email for whatever reason, because it went to spam or junk or whatever, feel free to resend a new one. You'll give it a couple days, because sometimes when we get a lot of emails, it might take us a day or 2 to get through them, especially on the weekends, obviously. But you can always send another email and we'll get back to you. So, all right, guys, thank you guys for hanging out. Thanks for a fun day of crafting. And yeah, just thank you. Thanks. I had fun. Did you have fun?
ooh, her first time winning.
First time winning, Miss Monica. Welcome. Send us an email at Christy's team at christyscraftroom.com. I think I said private message, but send us an email, Christy's team at christyscraftroom.com. Messenger has been a nightmare for us, y'all. Messenger has not been reliable, and we've been having random messages show up weeks after people send them. So it's been a pain.
Yeah.
So can you post a shop link for Miss Jennifer Johnson before we go, please?
Ooh, where'd it go? No, that's not it.
That's not the shop link.
That's not the shop.
That wasn't the shop link. He's getting it for you, okay? And then we're going to hop off here. Okay,
Maybe.
everybody congratulating Miss Monica. You guys are so sweet. Boy, you're slow, Tim.
I'm sorry, my fingers only move so fast.
Just kidding. Well, there we... Oh. You got to pin it. You're not typing. You're typing, but nothing's going into the box. Oh, he's putting the email on there for you guys too. Christy's team at christyscraftroom.com.
I know what it is.
I know you know. I'm just telling them. But I'm messing him up by talking while
Yes,
he's
you're
typing.
messing me up. All right.
Got it?
Got it.
All right, guys. All right. We love you guys. Thank you for hanging out with us, and we'll see you guys soon.
Bye.
I can't reach.
Oh,
I can't.
only if she reaches.
Only if I can reach.